Welcome back to Rao Educator Club. So in the last video, we talked about syntax analysis and how it checks if your code is structured correctly or not. Now today, we're going to go a bit deeper into the rules behind that structure, specifically context-free grammars, which is also called as CFGS. Okay, CFGS, that is context-free grammar. Okay, now let's take an example. Now imagine you're learning a new language. Okay, so there are certain rules, right? There are certain rules that you need to follow to form correct sentences like subject, verb, agreement, if you know about the grammar. Or let's do it this way. In the world of programming, now these rules are defined by something called as context-free grammar, or CFG for short. Okay, basically these are some rules. Context-free grammar is nothing but there are some rules that we are following in this. Okay, now there are four components, as you can see. The first one is terminal, non-terminal, productions, and start symbol. Okay, terminals are basically the basic symbols, as you can see. Okay, they're basic symbols or words in our language. Let's say the plus. Okay, right over here. Let's say the plus, the multiplication, A, B, etc. All of this is called as terminals. What are non-terminals now? Now these are like placeholders or maybe categories such as expression, term that can be expanded into a combination of terminals or non-terminals. Clear? Now, what are productions then? Now, these productions are basically rules which tell us how to expand these non-terminals in a sequence of terminals and non-terminals. For example, let's take this as an example. Okay, expression is there. Okay, expression is, this is our terminal and this is going to be our non-terminal, right? What is it doing? Basically, it is expanding and it is giving a sequence to these terminals. Now, what is start symbol? Start is nothing but this is where the parsing process begins. Okay, it is also called as the top level rule from which everything else is delivered. Clear, everybody? Just a minute. Did we miss anything? I think the example, I guess. Okay. So when it comes to examples, here as you can see, expression plus term, and that next is term. Okay, I'll tell you. So an expression can be another expression followed by A plus, okay, A plus and A. A term is what? It is basically followed by the multiplication and factor or gesture factor. Clear, everybody? So this grammar can generate expressions like A plus B into C, ensuring that the multiplication happens before the addition. Okay, now why does this context-free grammar matters? Okay, now context-free grammars are important because they define the syntax of these programming languages. Okay, they make sure that the code you write that can be understood by the compiler to help you catch the syntax error before your code is executed. Clear about this? Now, so that's the brief overview of context-free grammars. In our next video, we'll learn how to write these grammars and see how they apply to real-world programming languages. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the other videos that are coming up. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button and share it with your friends. Until then,